Hey everyone, and welcome back to another monthly Blu-ray update, this time for March. As usual, I've got 6 titles to show you guys. A few older releases as well as a few new releases mixed in there. I think I've got 3 of each, so let's get down to it. So first up, it's a film that's about 10 years old, starring one of my favourite actors, Christian Bale. I saw it about a year ago for the first time, or maybe 2 years ago actually, I can't remember. But I remember enjoying it quite a bit, and it's Rescue Dawn from 2006. I really enjoyed this film. It's about a guy who's captured in Vietnam during a war, and he's in like a concentration camp with a few guys, and it's pretty much them trying to plan their escape and all that. So really good movie. Haven't gotten around to checking it out since I watched it the first time, but I'd like to see it on Blu-ray for the picture quality and audio quality, and just to revisit the film again, because it has been a few years. But this is the UK version, the front cover there. They don't actually sell this in Australia, so I had to get it online. On the back, on the inside you get disc art, pretty similar to the front cover. It's just your standard Blu-ray, but if you're a fan of Christian Bale, it's definitely a film to check out because great performance. Just a really interesting and fun adventure kind of film. So the next film is a new release for this past month, and it stars my favourite actor Tom Hanks, and it was directed by one of my favourite directors, Steven Spielberg, and it's Bridge of Spies. One of my top 5 favourite films of last year. Absolutely fantastic movie. A lot of people probably won't like it because it's a mostly dialogue driven film. There's not a lot of action scenes and stuff like that that you might come to expect from seeing the trailer. But great performances. The movie looks great, has a great soundtrack by Thomas Newman. Tom Hanks does fantastic as usual. As I said, he's my favourite actor, so that's the main reason I wanted to see this film. And yeah, he's just been doing really solid dramas lately like this and Captain Phillips and Saving Mr. Banks, so hope that he can keep that up. And great directing by Steven Spielberg as well. So this is the front, comes with the Blu-ray and ultraviolet digital copy. And I did watch this on Blu-ray and it looks fantastic. I watched it with my family, so yeah, great movie. It is pretty long though, I think it's like 2 hours and 20 minutes or something like that, so it's quite a long film but really enjoyable. I loved seeing this film in the cinemas, it was just a really good surprise. And on the inside you get disc art similar to the cover again, and your digital copy code. So yeah, definitely recommend this film if you're a Spielberg fan or a Tom Hanks fan. I think it won Best Supporting Actor at the Academy Awards for Mark Rylance, who was fantastic in this. Even though he doesn't actually have a lot of screen time, he's still really good. So over this past month I kind of revisited the old Sergio Leone Western classics, and I decided to buy the Man with No Name Trilogy, which includes A Fistful of Dollars for a few dollars more and The Good, the Bad and the Ugly. The only film I'd seen originally was The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, and so I went back and watched the first 2 films. They don't really continue or anything like that, it's just a unofficial trilogy that'll star Clint Eastwood in the leading roles. And lots of long takes with very little dialogue in these films, so they are quite slow, but really entertaining and fun adventure films set in the West. These were all made in the 1960s, just fantastic spaghetti western films. Great soundtracks by Ennio Morricone, one of my favourite composers. If nothing else, they've just got fantastic soundtracks throughout all 3 films. Clint Eastwood does a pretty good job as the main character. It's just kind of like this character that he's built up. It's kind of like famous. He's that really silent but deadly type that's always smoking cigars and just really quick with his gun and everything. So a lot of fun to watch these films. I can imagine they would have been really like fun and exciting movies when they came out back in the 60s, and they still hold up pretty well, especially The Good, the Bad and the Ugly. So this is the Australian Blu-ray trilogy. Couldn't find it at JB's, so I had to get it online. So that's the front there. And the back with all the specs and information, special features. You actually get quite a bit of special features on the back, so they're all the brown highlight parts. And on the inside, the disc art is pretty much just the titles, so Fistful of Dollars there for a few dollars more, and Good, the Bad and the Ugly. So all really good films. So next up is a new release. It's also another collection of 4 films. The 4th film is the new release, but it comes with 3 prior releases, and that is the Daniel Craig's 007 collection, with all 4 of the James Bond films that he's done since Casino Royale. So you get Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall and Spectre. I really enjoyed Spectre actually. I guess I'm one of the few people that really enjoyed it. I'm not a huge Bond fan. I haven't even seen any of the previous James Bond films before Daniel Craig, and I can't really be bothered, but I do enjoy his films. I just kind of went back and rewatched all 4 of these actually over the past couple of weeks and really enjoyed them. All of them have great picture quality and audio quality on this Blu-ray release. I got it from JB Hi-Fi. It comes in this cool slipcover here, so you can take it out and it's got all the descriptions and stuff on the back. And the actual Blu-ray case is pretty much the exact same on the front, and the back you've got little bit different. You've just got the descriptions there instead of the special features and all that. And on the inside you've got a similar disc art for the first two films, Casino Royale and Quantum of Solace. Then you turn it over and you've got different artwork on Skyfall and Spectre, individual artwork. So it'd be kind of cool if you had this kind of artwork on the first two films as well, but it's not too bad looking. And after rewatching all four of these films, I came to the conclusion that Skyfall, the third film, is probably my favourite out of the quadrilogy. I also really enjoyed Casino Royale. They're probably the two best films. You can definitely tell Quantum of Solace and Spectre are the weaker films in the series. Even though they're still not horrible movies, I still enjoy them quite a bit. So that's the Daniel Craig James Bond collection on Blu-ray. And next up we have another old release. This film came out back in 1974 actually, directed by Roman Polanski and stars one of my favourite actors again, Jack Nicholson, and it's called Chinatown. Have seen this a few years ago, just watched it again last night for the first time. Great picture quality, great audio quality and everything like that. It is a very slow moving film, so a lot of people won't enjoy it, but I enjoyed it. I don't love this movie, but it definitely has a lot of things that are revolutionary for its time, the way it was shot, the acting and everything like that, the musical score. So I did enjoy this film. It's not great, but it is a really good film. Jack Nicholson's performance is fantastic. He was nominated for an Academy Award in this, but he's always nominated for Academy Awards, but definitely deservingly so. So that's the front cover. This wasn't actually at any of the JBs I went to, so I had to kind of track down one and eventually found it at Jepp's Cross, but anyway, that's the back cover. And on the inside it's pretty plain, just one of your silver discs like that with the logo, nothing much on the inside. But definitely check this film out if you're a Jack Nicholson fan. It's definitely one of his most famous movies, and yeah, I've been watching a lot of his films lately, so it's a good one. So for the final film for this update, I actually only just got back from JB Hi-Fi. It's another new release, and it's the Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2. It just came out today on Blu-ray here in Australia. Saw this when it came out in cinemas last year, really enjoyed it. For me, the Hunger Games series has been quite good over the past 4 years, though the standouts are definitely the second film, Catching Fire, and this film, the fourth film, Mockingjay Part 2. The first Hunger Games was good, it wasn't great, and Mockingjay Part 1 was probably the weakest of the whole series. It kind of was just leading up to everything that was going to happen in this film, so this is definitely the better of those two films. But Catching Fire is great as well. So this is just a standard Blu-ray with digital copy. That's the front cover, the side and the back. All the Blu-ray releases for the Hunger Games look pretty similar, out of the ones that I've got at least. And on the inside, digital copy and plain Village Roadshow disc on the inside, so pretty plain. But good movie trilogy, well not quadrilogy actually, starring Jennifer Lawrence, who's a really good actress, up-and-coming actress over these past few years. She's done really well. Can't wait to see what she's got coming out next with X-Men Apocalypse, and yeah, a few more films. But yeah, definitely a good movie series to get into. It's more for the younger generation, I guess, like teenagers. And I'll probably watch this over the next couple of nights because yeah, I haven't seen it since it came out in cinemas. So thanks everyone for watching my Blu-ray update for March with these 6 titles. Definitely check out the ones you're interested in, or ask me about any of the films or releases or prices or anything like that. And I'm glad you could watch. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and check out some of my other videos. And I'll hopefully be having my review up for Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice in the next few days. So keep an eye out for that. I'll see you then.